Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my monthly WIMZ.com movie review. This month, the movie I'm reviewing is Murder on the Orient Express. It stars Penelope Cruz, Willem Dafoe, Judi Dench, Johnny Depp, Josh Gad, Derek Jacobi, a bunch of other stars, including in the starring role and the director, Kenneth Branagh as Hercule Poirot, the persnickety Belgian detective of Agatha Christie's creation. The story is about a bunch of people on a train traveling through the mountains in winter from Istanbul to wherever they're going so that they can get to their various locations that they are supposed to be at. When an avalanche blocks the rails, and everybody on board has to sit and wait until the crew comes and clears the tracks. This is an opulent train called the Orient Express that is the way the very rich traveled back in the old days. This film's set in the early 1930s. But there is trouble afoot as one of the passengers, a guy named Ratchet, played by Johnny Depp, is murdered in the middle of the night right before the avalanche blocks the rails. Whoever murdered him wasn't counting on that. Also not counting on the fact that Hercule Poirot, who is more than willing to tell you he is the world's greatest detective, is on board and is going to work on solving the case. It is a star-studded cast. It is an old-fashioned story when murder actually meant something. And if you've seen any of the other theatrical or TV versions of Murder on the Orient Express, or you've read Agatha Christie's book, nothing is going to come as a huge surprise in this story. What makes this version worth seeing, however, is the performance of Kenneth Branagh as Hercule Poirot, one of the more idiosyncratic characters in Agatha Christie's lexicon. She is, or rather he is, very particular about things, taking a ruler out and measuring the size of eggs that he is served for breakfast. He steps in a pile of animal droppings and then pulls one foot out and then steps the other foot in the droppings because he likes symmetry, and lack of symmetry makes him upset. He sees what's wrong in the world and he must repair it, and that is what makes him a good detective. And Branagh's performance is pretty spectacular, along with the facial hair that he sports in the role. The mustache of Hercule Poirot is as much a character as Poirot himself. The rest of the cast is very good. Johnny Depp does a terrific job in a very brief appearance as this Ratchet fella, and the rest of the cast is pretty incredible as well. Now, there's nothing terribly new about this retelling of Murder on the Orient Express. So if you're expecting something more flashy or something more, I don't know, exciting than what you've seen before or what you've read, you're probably going to be disappointed. But if you just want to see a very well done version of the story and a very opulent looking movie, even though some of the CG is a little dodgy in places, but if that interests you, if you just enjoy terrific performances by people who've sort of been let off the chain and allowed to kind of overact to their heart's content, then I think you will enjoy this version of Murder on the Orient Express. I am giving it 4 guitars. Go to WIMZ.com in the blogs section and check out my full review of Murder on the Orient Express. Listen to the podcast I'm on. It's called The Fractured Frame. We release it every Monday at WIMZ.com on the podcasts link. Also, you can download it from any place that you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at MovieManStan, and you can send emails to me, StanTheMovieMan123 at gmail.com. Till next time, toodles!